And oh, Blue Mars! Holy shit! Hello, Blue Mars. What the fuck, Blue Mars? Welcome, welcome. That's actually really nice of you to pull up. And Troubledo says, "Oh, what the fuck? You guys have no life." Rosen Hernandez Martinez 3290. Hi. Holy shit! I did not expect immediately people to pull up. That's awesome. Hello, everybody. Please draw along. I just want to finish this fucking drawing, man. I'm so tired of this drawing. Not in like I'm not tired of. Yeah, I'm tired of the drawing. OMG, bro. What's up? What's up? How's everybody going? How's everybody going? What the hell? How's everybody doing? Let's just draw. Let's just draw. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna half-ass the finishing of this drawing, but I am going to not put in any effort whatsoever and finish it as fast as possible. But I'm not going to half-ass it. But no, I just want to get this building shit done. TBH fam, right? Rosens or Henry? What the fuck? Raisin? Dude, what the fuck? Rosen Hernandez. I don't know where I got Henry from. Says, OMG, bro. What is so OMG worthy, my good friend? Please do tell. Please. Right, already fucking up the perspective, but I think it's. I was actually funny enough. I don't know if anybody remember Parkit. He's also a Vicky fammer, right? I actually drew with him today on Discord. It was really fun. Really, really fun. Very, very, very good times. But yeah, he mentions that I always just keep talking about how I keep fucking things up. And I don't know what to tell you. I consistently just keep fucking things up. I don't know how else to put it. Right? But yeah, what's so OMG bro worthy? Wagwan. I'm just curious. Listen, it's like fucking 10 p.m. here in Canada, right? It is late. And I also just want to get this drawing done with. So apologies if whoop-de-doo, I'm Biggie energy isn't there. But today's calm. We'll be like Tyrion, like broken draw, right? Just we're just relaxing. Nothing intense is happening, right? Tyrion's a great streamer, or just very entertaining because he's actually enjoyable to listen to. Oh, I think I've anhedonia and it's horrible, but in drawing it's a boost. I can think about a bunch of things at the same time and I don't feel that pit of discomfort. It's 3 in the morning here. Okay, Jesus Christ, go to sleep, please. This is rough. Why? Blue Mars, don't you have like a life or some shit? And I don't mean that in a mean way. I mean literally, like I swear you have a life. Like but but I do appreciate that you're here. Right. I'm just gonna make these building like shapes out of extremely simple, literally simple building blocks because I'm not trying to think about anything intensely creative right now. But okay, so and I don't know how to pronounce that. I know what it is. It's just a lack of pleasure. You just finished exams. All right, fuck it. Do whatever the fuck you want. I remember that feeling, right? Just finishing exams and then just not giving a semblance of a fuck about anything. But anhedonia, right? It's a lack of pleasure in things. Well, I've experienced that when it comes to like whenever like when I was quitting caffeine just this past month, right? It is pretty shitty because you don't feel like doing anything, right? But I mean, I don't know. I don't. If it's a boost for your drawing, I'm happy for you. I just have no idea. I don't know how to respond to that, bro. I'm not a therapist. I'm sorry you're going through it, and I'm happy that you're able to take advantage of it. Now I look at my square object and see it from the inside. Thanks, Vicky. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Wait, Trublotos, you've been like my fucking number one supporter, okay? Because of you, I actually have watch hours, right? And I always appreciate like all the little things where like you point out like where you actually make commentary because it's engaging discussion, which I always appreciate, right? I genuinely do appreciate that because let's see. Hold up, shut the fuck up. I'm saying this to myself, but because I know I appreciate the fact that you're actually like actively trying to figure this out with me, right? Because it's fucking difficult to figure out. TBH fam. And I love how I said I wasn't gonna make it too complicated, and I'm adding all this random bullshit in there. But yeah, I mean, dude, it's difficult. I'm still struggling to see the inside of the box at this, like roughly, I was like this scale, right? Like this much of a scale, right? But it's fun. It's so fun trying to think about these hundreds of calculations. Genuinely, it's so fun, and it's what makes me get up at night. It's in more ways than one. But I have nothing interesting to say. I have nothing interesting to say right now. Just know that I'm trying to create some type of building-like shapes. My lines keep getting shitty, right? I have because the thing about it, like I know I haven't been really practicing my. I am thinking about the perspective, of course. I'm obviously like doing my best to really zoom out and think about this overall, like because this is like the vanishing point somewhere here. It's like going like this, like whoop whoop, and then this third one, and then there's also one over here somewhere. And there's a bunch of fucking random bullshit going on, right? There are some videos that I haven't seen. Already forgot which ones, and I'm not gonna go watch them anymore. Screw it. Yeah, you're not obligated to watch my videos in the first place. I mean, I always appreciate it. We all know that right now my videos all look the fucking same anyways, right? And that's not racism, that's just a fact, right? The metadata proves it, right? You just look at the stats. The stats speak to a certain subset of videos that perform a certain subset of actions. That was pretty good. I felt as if that was a good joke. I think I should be rewarded for that joke, but unfortunately, it's all about intrinsic reward, right? We have to be motivated and motivated internally. Have you ever played Skyrim? No, but my friends, but I like it. Thank you, Troublitos. Yeah, my friend, one of my boys, Mr. O, we'll call him Mr. Obese, right? Because he is obese. But it's actually I see obese, but he is obese. No, he's a chubba bubba. But anyways, he played Skyrim, and I remember like he would be showing me like all the cool shit that he would have, right? He would be showing me all the cool shit that he like that he'd be doing with his character, and I was just like, "What the fuck, bro? Like, how's that even possible?" And like, I think he made like a vampire character or something. There's a lot of cool shit he was doing. There's a lot of cool shit. I know Skyrim in general is just like this insane game where you can do basically whatever the fuck you want, right? And be whatever the fuck you want, which already like that type of stuff speaks to me. And I played Elden Ring for about, I mean, completely unrelated, but in terms of like open world fantasy, I played Elden Ring for about 50, 60 hours. And then I just, again, lived vicariously through that same friend because he got it after me. But then he ended up, like, I was teaching him all that shit because I was like obsessed with learning about the meta and all that shit that you do, right? And then he just ended up getting there way, way, like, he just ended up beating me way faster. Right. I have a sketchbook, but I only draw in when I leave the house, which happens rarely. So every time I draw in it, I'm a little bit better. Nice, nice. Sketchbooks are hard to draw in, man. My character is a red guard werewolf. Oh, you did werewolf? Werewolf? What the fuck? I cannot speak. You did the werewolf. There you go. Once I do German accent, my actual accent comes back. It's very nice. Very totally has a German accent. But let's see. I'm just trying to create little building shapes. We. This doesn't even make sense. Yeah, sketchbooks are hard to fill in. Like I know, like I am the 100% the type of artist who who just will never fill in. Like I just don't even finish my drawings. Like I'll bring up my sketchbook after this because I was supposed to do it on my videos for or for transparency purposes, right? But I never did. But I have so many fucking unfinished drawings, bro. And not because I dislike any of them, but it's just I'm like, ah, whatever, I'll finish it later, and then I never do. True story. And then everybody clapped. It's very sad, right? But let's see. I'm trying to think about like the perspective here, how I can make it all seem as if like it's going straight down. I've been working on character profiles for Art Fight. I feel like an old lady with those magazines with hard puzzles. I mean, it's nice to do something that's not being on your phone. I'll be completely honest, right? Like I feel as if that is a great way to spend your time. If it's reading a book, just staying off a screen in general, right? Because life in like I don't know what you guys do, but I'm assuming everybody's life has some screens here and there, right? Whether you want to or not. But art fight is a thing. Art fight is a thing. I remember when I first started drawing, I heard about art fight, and I was like, I did the thing where I'm like, yeah, I'll do that when I'm better. I still haven't done it. Still haven't done it. But doesn't that just mean you're not better yet? Hoi, 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 hoi. There's always a cop out. There's always a cop out. Right? I'll do it when I'm good. But what I define as good will be a constantly moving goalpost. Therefore, I'll never do it. Right? Therefore, I never have to face the reality of having to do something that I'm not comfortable with. Therefore, I win. Everybody is a winner when they define their win as never trying. Think about that. Think about that. I'd rather you didn't think at all, right? You leave that to me. Hey, drawing is thinking, right? But nothing I'm saying is making sense. Just when I get older, I will have a YouTube channel with millions of subscribers, Just like I was gonna say just like every other fag, but that doesn't really rhyme, does it? Just like every other fag, and then it goes back. I don't know. Anybody remember Kanon? Anybody remember Kanon? Right? That guy used to sing songs and shit. I actually don't even know what this bit is that I'm doing. It's like half nostalgia baiting, and then the other half just incoherent rambling. Right? So take it as you will. Specifically up the ass. I've seen this type of shit in buildings, right? For some reason, shit just juts out for no fucking reason. People really like to make shit jut out, don't they? And I am trying to think about the perspective, but like I feel like I already fucked it up. But like it's what it is. It's what it is. Right? People worse than you do art fight. It's about having fun and sharing art. You see, that's the part I don't understand. The having fun part and then the sharing art part. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? Enjoy drawing? Do I look like I enjoy drawing apart from the fact that I was talking about enjoying the effort itself? Right? Does it look like it? Actually, to be honest, I would love to join something like that. I think I'm just being a lazy cunt. Right? It's very, very, very likely that I'm simply coping hard. You know, it is possible. I don't want to say that it's what I'm doing, but I want to say it's probably exactly what I'm doing. Right? So I'm aware that, and this is completely unrelated now, that I'm adding like a bunch of detail in the closest parts of this little cityscape thing, really to put it into perspective that no pun intended perspective, that like, hey, like this is closer and this is further away. These are all vague fucking shapes that nobody gives a shit about, right? Not even the artist, which is why he just decides to draw little boxes and rectangles rather than actually committing to a legit drawing, right? Everybody give him applause. Everybody give him the applause he needs, right? But I think, and I know I don't do that often, but I do think that it makes sense, right? Little rectangle shapes, right? But art fight is something I've heard about for a while. I mean, I'm just never did it, man. Just never did it. Why not ever do it? Because I'm scared. What if people say pee pee poo poo and then I shit myself, right? I'm not ready for that type of commitment. What if they say pee pee poo poo and I don't shit myself? I'm not ready for that type of false reality. I don't know. I was gonna make a dumb joke. Ignore me. Don't ignore me. Actually, stay here and watch everything. But yes, what the fuck happened to Rosen? Rosen came. He said hi. He or she said hi, and then OMG, bro. And then they fucked off. Dude, what is it? Pixel Art JJ commented on one of my. This is all I do, by the way. I just go on my studio and then I refresh for like 40 minutes straight while jacking off, and then I leave, and then I do the next thing. Do that again after a 5 minute break because you do have to rest. Rest is very important, bro. Yeah, Pixel Art JJ, bro. 1 hour 18 minutes, barely any drawing. Oh, I thought she was a true Viggy Fabber. I thought she was a true Viggy Fabber. Drawing is thinking. How many times do I have to say it? I literally kill my goddamn brain. All this working memory shit, right? Constantly talking about cognitive endurance and astrocytic glycogen and fucking repeating myself, only to get disrespected to this extent. Are you fucking kidding me? Well, it doesn't change anything, but we lost one of the OGs, everybody. We lost one of the OGs. I don't know if any of you guys even remember any of these fucking people. I'm waiting for you to start doing the jaw in your videos. How are you gonna make it harder? How are you going to make it harder with 1 million calculations? Oh, the jaw comes after I've internalized the schema, right? I'm telling you guys, like I'm literally living the reality of the middle, right? The boring middle. It's not boring, extremely stimulating, extremely difficult, but just the reality that it's going to take a very long time, right? Because right now, what I really can, my goal is to be able to see this. Ignore the face, right? But to be able to see this in my mind and on the page with like the same clarity that I see a box, right? And for me to see that clarity with the box and the cylinder, like for me to see a sphere or an ellipse inside a box, inside a plane and a cylinder inside a box, took me 150 hours. If you see my video, this is a video for beginner artists. Literally, that's how long it took me to be able to visualize perspective boxes on the grid with like pretty legit clarity, right? Like as well as I can do it without like with not much thinking, like relatively intuitive like intuition, if not like when thinking, like a lot of clarity. This is just the next level of that. So once I internalize that, um then it's just the jaw, and the jaw is just a manipulated box that's tapering, right? So that is the hardest calculation that I'm gonna have to do. Like this, what you're seeing right now in the portrait series, that's the hardest it's gonna get. Like that's the next this level is like the hardest it's gonna get. And then there's gonna be like another level probably when it comes to like seeing all of that and then adding the facial features, but that is the foundation, right? So that's why that's taking the longest, because the foundation always takes the fucking longest, right? So yeah, like the jaw is gonna take it's like not gonna be there for a while. But that doesn't mean I'm not learning and being able to apply the jaw or just apply portraits in general, right? But it's not 1 million calculations, it's 50 plus calculations. Or like I think it's 40 to 50. I counted it a couple times, but that all already gave me a headache. So I was like, "Ah, whatever, it's like 40 to 50. I think it's like at least 38, right? But my brain has not consolidated it into an internal schema yet, right? So it's if you go by individual, like every individual calculation is definitely in probably close to the 40s, maybe 50. But if you just go by like what I've consolidated already, because I've already consolidated the box in my mind, right? So it's and like some things are chunked, like the diagonal cross sections are have been consolidated as well, right? In my working memory, in my mental model, right? So that stuff is also like not as difficult, but it's a combination of seeing every single cross section in the invisible planes and the visible planes, right? So yeah, don't wait for me to do anything. That's why I keep saying draw along because the waiting, there is no waiting. There's just doing, and then time passes, and then oh, it's been 5 years, and I can visualize an incredibly complex geometric volume in my mind on the page while drawing the face over it. Oh shit, how are you drawing a face that well? Go back to part 40, right? We're on part 560 right now. So it's like it's gonna take a lot of time, and it's a good thing. If it didn't take time, then it wouldn't be worth doing, right? But let's see if we can make some more interesting shipperoonies here. Little shipperoonies, right? Haha, such a cute little word. He said shipperoonies. And let's add a little bit of depth back here too. Let's make that a little bit. Does that answer your question, Troublittles? Don't wait for me to do anything, guys. I'm like I really won't be anything like my channel is like a retrospect channel, right? The archive gains value through every video that I fail in, right? Because I will consistently fail and I will consistently not be good, right? And then years later, I will consistently not also still continue to not be good, but my not be good will be seen as fucking incredible by people who are, I guess, not that good, right? Or like objectively, just like in the beginning, right? But and it's super satisfying to focus on the basics and then see that I'm improving when I draw something I barely know. Exactly, exactly. I was actually talking about that with Parkit today. It's the fact that the better you get the basics, it's just like I don't know. It's just it's brain dead. It's obvious, but it's difficult, right? Again, like it's not boring. It is very difficult, right? People seem to conflate the fact that because something is called the basics, right, means that it is basic to do. No, no, it is basic to understand as a concept. It is basic to as an underlying foundation, right? But it's never ever basic to do, right? Being able to um, like what's it called, like pass a basketball, right, is basic. But to do it with the fluency and the athleticism and the aim and the explosiveness that it all requires, and multiple other factors which I'm just not aware of, right, because I'm a beginner, um, is not basic at all because it's a combination. Like what I just described is a combination of meta skills. Like there's the foundation, there's the main skill, pass the ball, and then there's meta skills within that foundation, that main skill, that basic skill, which is perform these 15 behaviors, right? And refine them over hundreds and thousands of repetitions. It's everything is the exact same, right? But that transfers over. The basketball player who's like practicing their basics, and then they play a game, and they haven't, let's say they haven't played a game in like 3 weeks, right? But then they play a game, and because they've been improving their stamina, improving their laps, improving their passes, their dribbles, their free throws, everything, right? For hundreds of thousands of repetitions for the prior 6 months, but they've been playing like a game every 4 weeks. Every 4 weeks, they're gonna be like, oh shit, bro, I'm just better. I can adapt to every single situation in that's happening in the game just exponentially better because their basics are extremely refined, and it's automaticity, right? Automaticity where it's like it's automatic, but that takes an art. Again, spatial reasoning is simple as a concept, right? Simple to understand the merit of, but extremely difficult to do, and that's where beginners get frustrated, they get confused, and it's ego as well, right? How can something so simple be so difficult because it's simple, not easy, right? And it's a pride. There's a lot of things that people who want to get good at anything, but don't have, which stop them, which is in my experience and everything I've seen, it's all fucking pride. Throw your ego in the fucking trash. Like me, I know I'm garbage, right? Like And there's two ways to do this. You either say you're garbage as a defense mechanism, so no, you can never so you hide behind the fact that you're bad. So anytime anybody gives you critique, you're like, but I'm garbage, but I'm garbage. Or you do it the other way, which I'm trying to do and always try to do, is like you actually analyze the critique in of itself and you say like, yes, you're correct. Somebody says your line work is shit. I will point out 100 different places in just this dragon, or even just in fucking like the clouds that my line work is shit. Right? It's being like you put it through the filter of yes, I'm encompassed in mediocrity and I agree. And now let's analyze and see where that is and where we can direct our attention towards, right? So that's just the way I see it, right? And this is just what I see from people, anybody who's hungry to learn, anybody who's hungry to get better, right? It's like you just try your best to humble yourself. Again, not in terms of like, oh, I'm so shit, I'll never be good. No, it's just I have a lot to learn. I'll never learn everything. And I'm sure there's people out there who can always teach me something, right? And I'm going to do my best to absorb as much of that knowledge as possible with an open mind, right? Some of those things will not be useful for me. Some of those things will be useful for me, and some of those things will be a combination. And I'm willing to understand and recognize that to the best of my ability, right? Okay, I think that looks. Again, the perspective is like I made these a bit too converging too fast here, but TLDR, my rant aside, it is very, very satisfying to see yourself improve in anything that is not what you're practicing, because what you're practicing is the basics, right? But I always end up going on these tangents, so fucking deal with it. Fucking deal with it. As a wise man once said, "Sim sim salabim." Emphasis on the sala, right? Because that's what you all are. You're all a bunch of fucking salas. I don't think anybody's gonna understand that. Nobody here is brown, right? But salabim, haha, salabim. Right, funny joke. Fuck. This one's completely off. What the fuck did I do with this plane? Why did I even do that? Right. I'm probably gonna draw for like an hour and a half today, total. So, and yeah, this is literally like the mundane part, the quote unquote mundane part of the drawing session today, where it's just I'm literally just drawing the boxes. But this is great for me because it's just more practice for the basics, right? Just more practice. And I think I'm gonna leave some space in the middle here, like literally down here, to be like, oh look, maybe there's a road here or something. Not everything has to be buildings. Like that's not even realistic. There's just like no fucking city in the world is just a cluster of buildings. I've already fucked it up because this just all looks like a cluster of buildings. But objectively speaking, there's no city in the world. That's just a fuck ton of buildings, right? Like it that not a thing. That's just not a thing. I don't think, right? And I should try varying patterns as well, right? Scale is something I want to get down properly, and I think I did push the scale. I'd like to hear you guys' opinion, like what's working, what isn't. I know the clouds are fucked because I didn't even realize I did not establish my horizon line as well as I wanted to. Pixel art, there you are. I have a fucking bone to pick with you. How fucking dare you insult me on my goddamn videos? I scroll that shit every goddamn day. Am I following the World Cup? No, I'm not. Here and there, here and there. I'm definitely gonna be watching the best eight, best 16, some shit like that. But like I played soccer. I know it's football. I understand it's football, but I'm in Canada, so it's soccer, right? But I played soccer a lot up until the age of 13, and yeah, I don't know. Like I've never watched sports. I enjoy it. It's not as if like I'm averse to it, but I don't seek it out either, right? And right now my days are just busy with life. So the only reason I even know what the fuck are going on with the games is because my girlfriend's dad and brother watch it. So whenever I pull up to their base, they're talking about the game, and like I watch a little bit. My dad watches it, right? And he's telling me what's going on. And my friends in the Discord that we have, like they talk about it often, and they like send snaps as well in like the group chats we have. That's the only fucking way I know about this shit. Otherwise, like I would have no idea in what universe anything is happening, right? But yeah, I have a bone to pick with you, Pixel Art JJ, if that is your real name, right? I'd be very surprised if that was your real name. I'd question your parents' decisions, but yeah, how dare you say I just looked at a piece of paper for 1 hour and 18 minutes and I didn't draw, you motherfucker. You know exactly what I'm doing. You know exactly what I'm doing. The right side looks so much better than the left. Japanese dick? What the fuck? Chinese dick? Vietnamese, East Asian characters dick? What the fuck? The right side looks so much better than the left. Like this right side or this right side? like what the fuck am I saying? This right side or like this? Like what I'm trying to say is like this shit or like the city shit. I wanted to see more drawing, lol. Like, but you know I'm drawing. You motherfuckers, you all know what I'm doing. Like I know I'm not physically drawing, but drawing is thinking, man. Drawing is thinking. And the thing is, like, I would be doing more drawing if the schema I was building wasn't so fucking difficult, right? Like, if you look at my older videos, there was objectively, not even technically, just a fuck ton more drawing, right? Because the things I was thinking about was not as difficult, but the more difficult it is, not the dragon, yeah, the dragon is the worst part. I agree. The dragon is definitely the worst part. You can all blame your boy Parkit Valega, right, for that. And one of the other Viggy farmers in the stream where I started this, he was a fucking dickhead who was like, draw a dragon. I'm like, I don't know how. And he's like, do it. I'm like, you know what, fair point. Even if I don't know how. Now you guys know but again, there's a reason why the right side looks better because I'm practicing geometric spatial reasoning currently, not organic, right? I understand organic roughly, but have I really done any mannequins for organic creatures or cats, dogs, dragons, or not dragons, fucking horses, anything? Humans barely have been doing mannequin. It's all just been geometric volume, but the geometric volume is going to be setting the foundation for this. But like this is much harder, like organic forms in general, right? So it makes complete sense. You're only as good as what you practice, right? And you're only as good as you deserve to be based on your practice. You know, that's another thing beginners seem to completely not understand is like they think they should be better than they are, but it's like, where have you been practicing? How long have you been practicing for? How intently have you been practicing when you do practice, right? Like, there's so many things that reflect what you quote unquote deserve in terms of your skill set, which really is just the work ethic and the type of work ethic, right? Which everybody can do, by the way. I always want to clarify that. Like, everybody's capable of that. We're all in this together, right? So, yeah, pixel art, JJ, you'll get your drawing. I'm getting my drawing. I'm doing it right now, right? I am thinking of practicing simpler compositions. Because, like, I felt as if this was a great exercise. Like, I genuinely really enjoyed like what I did with it. Like even though everything here is like there's a lot of issues and shit, I'm really happy and proud of myself for pushing this entire thing, you know? Like completely having this be in midair, this being like a fight. Like there's a lot of shit I've done for the first time in terms of things interacting, things being like thinking about scale and all that shit that I've never done before. So I'm very happy with that. Even like what I've established with the fact that I think it's relatively clear that they're in the sky even though this fucking cloud's just going this way. This cloud really fucked a lot of things up because it's supposed to be like this, or it's supposed to be like this. But this guy's like, nope, we going this way, right? But yeah, pixel art. I do apologize, but I don't apologize because fucking my channel is watch me become great, not watch me draw what you want me to draw, right? I said what I meant and I meant what I said. An elephant is faithful 100%. Horton Hears a Who. Great movie, genuinely great movie. But hey, hopefully you're getting your each right your each yonder probably not, maybe, who knows, right? And let's just do something like this, right? Wee, there you go. So it's kind of like we'll just leave a little bit of open space here, and let's see. Fuck, I fucked that up. How many times do I say that in a session, right? Oh fuck, I fucked that up. I'd say at least like 40 times. No worries. It's just I advocate for quantity over quality. Or your advocation is shit and you should reflect on yourself. All right? Now please like and subscribe. Yeah, see, I advocate for both. It's like the thing is that's why I keep explicitly stating that the quantity is happening in my mind. Like I am drawing hundreds of times. I'm spatially reasoning and failing hundreds of times every session. Why do you think I'm talking like this and I'm talking so fast? And I'm like fucking explaining. I'm seeing this. I'm seeing that. Oh, I'm losing this. I'm losing that. This is not clear. That's not clear. That is the drawing, right? I'm trying to demystify the process as well, right? So part of that demystification is letting people explicitly know that, oh shit, this guy's just been, he's not just staring at a page. he's doing a lot of shit in his mind, right? Like intense spatial calculations in his mind. And this is what it sounds like, right? Because that's the part we all miss. That's the part everybody misses. And like that's the part I never had either when I started drawing, is we don't hear anybody on what they think, right? We hear vague shit like, I'm thinking about the box, but you don't hear, I'm thinking about the box like this. I lost it 5 times. Oh, I'm trying to recalibrate it. Oh, okay. I can see this a bit clearer now. I see this about 40%. Okay, while I'm trying to think about this, I'm trying to hold this in my mind. Like nobody, you don't hear that. But the point is, that I'm not just saying all this shit to fuck around. I'm saying it to make it explicitly clear that, hey, this is normal, right? Like it's normal to constantly be struggling when it comes to spatial reasoning and to be thinking about these things and to be losing these things and to have to hold multiple things in your mind. And again, it is a working memory skill, right? Like that is the whole point that like that's part of what I'm doing, right? That's not the entirety of what I'm doing for this channel and my art practice, but if now that it's public facing, I feel like I have a duty to be like, all right, fuck it, watch me become great, watch me explicitly be the only person on the goddamn planet who extensively articulates and breaks down the entire learning journey and showcases adult neuroplasticity over decades. You're welcome. Okay. The whole point is so people don't have to doubt it's not the whole point, but as the many of the whole points, is so people don't doubt that like how it works, what they're capable of, like the mindset that's required, all that shit. And again, spatial reasoning is extremely difficult. So yeah, like the quality is the effort and the quantity is the amount of times I keep trying, right? And in this context, the trying is happening in my mind, which is why it's being articulated, right? That's the main thing. Like the trying is happening in my mind, right? But that is drawing in and of itself. Like right now, this is like the drawing. This is the quantity that you might be speaking of. It's like, oh yeah, you're just constantly drawing. But you have to understand, this is all fucking basically automatic for me, right? I can literally see a vanishing point like all the way down here and relevant to the page. Not CC, but I know it's right here. I know it's like right fucking here somewhere, right? I didn't even look at this. Like I just vaguely knew. Now that I look at it, I'm like, oh yeah, it's right around here, right? And I know it's like relatively this further away, if not a bit more still, right? But I spent 150 hours. No, I'm sorry. I spent 400 hours in the first 2 years, or 600 hours in the first 2 years, getting to a point where I can just vaguely, where I can, when I focus, explicitly know exactly where the vanishing point is, and when I'm not really focusing on the vanishing point horizon line, still know exactly, like roughly, like in this range where it is, right? So I'm essentially showing you the process, what like the intense cognitive difficulty and working memory taxation that occurs in within the process of becoming someone who's pretty decent at spatial reasoning, right? Because people don't talk about that. And you know what? I can just be another source. I can be another source. I can be the only source. You're all fucking welcome. But Blue, fucking Pixel JJ is probably already gone by now. I'm just talking to myself. Why do you go on these tangents? Because you can. That's very true. Because you can. Shit, probably shouldn't have added that line. But let's see. Let me do something like this. And I don't know if this kind of looks like a lane. I was just trying to make a lane or a road. Something here. Let's see. And then this one we have like that. No, we'll leave it. This can just honestly be empty. I don't really care. I don't care. I'm not sad. I'm completely okay. Somebody, I need a hug, please. But let's see, yonder donder over here. Now we got more random bullshit. Wee. I know Ian McKay. Is it Ian McKay? There's somebody in. Anybody know Kazone Art? No, THU. Sorry, not Kazone Art. They're all like kind of relatively under the same umbrella. But anybody know THU? Trojan Horse was a unicorn, right? They do their sketchbook series. I love that shit. I think that's like the biggest reason people even watch them, right? Because they get a lot of artists to go through their sketchbook. And I think it was Ian McKay. Might have been somebody else, but he basically was this guy. He was talking about how he hears fucking voices and shit, like noises when he when he draws. So I just like fucking around with that concept sometimes where I'm like, oh, nobody, right? Like this is a ooh, goo, goo, goo. Right? I don't know why I made that shape. Now I have to fucking commit to it and figure out what the fuck this is. God damn it. But like he that shit killed me. Where he's like, this is a swish, swish. And I'm like, this is why people think artists are autists, right? This man right here, this man is living proof, right? Because unfortunately he's also fucking skilled as shit. So you can't even deny his absolute skill. You just have to be like, oh god, is this what it takes to be good? I just have to be retarded? Oh, so painful. This is a pretty cool it's okay. It's okay. I was gonna say it's pretty cool, but then I'm like, never mind, it's fucking dog shit. So but this is not bad. It is not bad perspective. Yes, right. I'm trying to sound like I fucking love this guy, bro. What's his name? Gene Bond Art, right? I don't even know what his ethnicity is. I'm just gonna say it's Russian because that's the only stereotypical accent I know. But he talks like this, and he's like perspective is something you just have to figure out. You know, you just and bro. Like he talks with so much purpose and so much decision. He's slow as fuck. But I love him. I love him. It's just, it's just so. It's just. I love the different types of artists there are. Right. As long as they fit under my blanket definition of what I consider to be an artist. If you're not that person, I don't love you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're nobody to me. But it's just let's see. I'm so glad I streamed today, bro. I just needed to fuck around and draw random bullshit. This is what I needed today, man. I just need community. The hashtag Vicky Famers have betrayed me by not watching all my videos. I'm just talking to myself. I needed that community. Emphasis on the come and then the unity. Right? That's a good joke. I make that joke, I think, like every 3 videos, right? We. But yeah, see, that's the noises I make when I draw. There's no swishing going on. It's just, it's just fucking. This is a mental disability, right? Some people are born with ADHD. I'm just born with. I don't have a joke for this. I was gonna be like Viggy something, but I can't. I can't always be dropping bangers. All right, I can't always be dropping bangers. God damn it. I'm just human. Human home, earth home. Wee. It's okay. My personality will be quirky when I'm a goated draftsman. Then everything I say will be like, ha, no wonder he got so good. Look at him. He's such a weirdo. Wait. Not even famous yet, and already reusing material. Exactly. That'll be one of my classic channel staples. We'll be like, part. Let's say like 5, 10 years from down the line, right? I'm doing figures, and it's like part 400 for figures, and at this point, I have maybe 2,000 subscribers. Who knows, right? And I'll say a joke I've said hundreds of times before, and one of the comments will be like, "Ha, that's a biggie classic. Oh my god, that's a biggie hashtag classic." And I'll ban that person on site. How fucking dare you point out that I say the same shit over and over? But even that will be a Viggy classic. People will be like, look at him. He's so butthurt. He can't even keep his head on straight. Listen, I only keep my head on straight when it's time to give head. Apart from that, I'm very, very pragmatic, right? But let's see. I know I've just been doing rectangles or like box like shapes. I don't have any other ideas for buildings right now. Okay. No ideas. No. And I'll be completely honest. I'm not thinking. Like usually, I think when I draw, right? I'll be 100% completely honest. This right here, I'm so like when I get done with drawings, when I'm just done, and I just want to move the fuck on. This is the sheer laziness you're gonna witness from me, which is just, oh bless me, Jesus, that was a good one. But which is just what's it called? Here, let me just do what I always do, which is just basically what everybody who's a beginner in anything does, right? Or anybody who just um like it's the whole like the thing where I just don't step outside my comfort zone. I don't want to think about unique building designs and shapes, right? I don't want to. I'm being an absolute piece of shit. I don't want to. I'm just gonna draw rectangles, and I'm gonna call these rectangles art. Ta-da! Right. So there's few people watching right now. Every single one of you, I hope you're drawing along, or I don't know how the fuck you're entertained by this, but if you're entertained by this, then I guess that's something I can allow, right? Maybe if I do this, it will make it. Maybe it makes it seem like a lane, right? Like a road in the lane. Does that does that work? That like that? Like that a lane? Maybe. I don't want to draw cars. I really like how this is open. I'd like to keep it open as well, right? So we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. Okay, let's try to finish this shit up, dude. My perspective is all over the place. This is what I said. Like I've been doing it intuitively, right? And we'll just keep fixing it as I go along. But let's see, maybe there can be a really tall building like so, right over here. And now my pen's dying, which is exactly what you want when you want to finish a drawing. You just want your pen to fucking die. There, I'll make this shape really interesting, just for shits. Not even because it means anything. It's like that one character in an anime that for some reason also has like really crazy fucking hair, but it's just a background character, right? This is that building right now. This is the building equivalent of that, right? And I am thinking about the perspective now. Like I've decided that I'm gonna do something which no artist has ever done before when they're trying to draw. Use their fucking brain, right? Let this be a moment. Let this be a moment of that will be recorded for generations, right? My channel is basically the Library of Alexandria for drawing. Not now. But 30 years from now, I'll be like, oh, so that's how you get good, right? And people will be making that noise every time they look at my channel, right? I don't know why. Like, I actually have no idea why they will be, but it has been written, and I have been smitten, right? So we see, yeah, that's the noise I make, I guess, or just fucking little wee noises. Later, later. No, what did Patrick do? He's like wee, and then Patrick would be like later, 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 later. Yeah. So just trying to recall the SpongeBob. Anybody see the JoJo SpongeBob? That shit's hilarious, right? Somehow, I think like Patrick gets decapitated or some shit in the opening. It's basically like SpongeBob but with a JoJo opening. Pretty funny, pretty fucked up, but made me chuckle. Right, what are you gonna draw next? Okay, so I was thinking something. I was thinking like I want to start drawing scenarios, right? A dragon. No, do not bring the fucking dragon up again. God damn it! I've already made peace with the dragon. All right, don't do it, man. Don't do it. But let's see. No, I want to draw scenarios. That's what I want to draw. So because like that's gonna actually help me get out of my comfort zone and actually start practicing drawing like people as well. Like I want to basically just really, really, really focus on bless me. I want to really focus on drawing how do I put this? On scenarios which force me to use mannequins. Like because like that's another thing Kim Jong-il always talked about, right? Which is just the fact that like he drew everyday things. And Broken Draw talks about this as well, like drawing everyday things, right? And a lot of other artists like who I look up to, like they all draw a lot of everyday scenes, and I like that too. I like that concept. So I was thinking, and this is just like I don't know if it's going to be exactly like this, but just somebody is checking out something at a grocery store, right? I don't know if it's going to be like an open market, if it's going to be a closed market, but I just want to get into the habit of thinking about more than just what's in front of me because I still struggle a lot with zooming out, right? With like thinking about the entire scene, thinking about the entire scale, all that shit, right? So I want to start doing things that push that and really challenge that. But I also do get caught up in the tiny details. You guys can see I get caught up in the tiny details. This pen is going to shit. I think this is the pen that was dying. And this is the good pen? Who knows? Is this the good pen? No, this pen is also fucked. What the fuck? I don't know anymore. One of these is a good pen, I'll be completely honest, like because it's a new pen and I know it has not been used to its potential or been used at all really, but what's it called? Yeah, I want to draw. I want to simplify. I want to draw it as mannequins, right? I want to do a lot of like simple drawings, just like the most basic silhouette. All I want to think about is a larger scene that makes me think about the perspective and scale, and then use the simplest shapes and their silhouettes to define it. Because I struggle with simplicity. I struggle with simplicity a lot. I think this is very evident. Like all my drawings are very evident of the fact that I struggle with simplicity. And I do always talk about the more you understand complexity, the more you can break down complexity, and then reimagine it, reconstruct it, and apply it like as the form that you understand, right? That is true. That holds true as well. Like it's the reason why I looked at a jet for 15 minutes and then I drew it from my mind in a completely different angle. That completely holds true. But that doesn't mean that it also doesn't hold true that you still need to get good at simplifying because the better I get at simplifying and just overall understanding things from their simplest contours and their shapes, the better I'll get at deconstructing complex things around me, right? And building them back up in terms of the simple shapes, right? Because right now I try to build them back up as their complex shapes, and that's a lot for the mind to hold, right? And you'll see a lot. I don't know why I said right like that, but you'll see a lot of what really good draftsmen do in general is like it's always about simplicity first, right? So again, okay, so this pen is also fucked. It has to be the other pen then. God damn it, it has to be the other pen, right? Yeah, it has to be this pen. What the fuck is going on? Pen title brush sign? I will fucking murder you, I swear. All right. Wait, can I say that? Am I allowed to threaten a conglomerate? Shit. I want more. Minecraft. In Minecraft. Isn't that my cop out? We'll do it in Minecraft. All right. Death upon you. Please sponsor me. But let's see. Yeah, see, like, look, what the fuck is this pen doing, man? Let me finish the drawing. Oh. There you go. Now that is a building design that nobody would want to live in. Let's go. Let's go. I don't know what the fuck is happening with this pen. But yeah, I'm just gonna be drawing something. I just want to simplify things a lot. Like I really want to just focus on scenarios and some simplicity. What the fuck am I trying to say? Simple scenarios, the simplicity of those scenarios. Right. I don't know. My voice sounds like this. I need to use my deep, my manly Viggy fabbing voice. Right there, you go. I want to do the simple scenarios. Yeah, the simple scenarios. There you go. Is that better? But let's bring this building all the way down here. This one right here, we bring it all the way down here. See, this also allows space because it's like, oh, okay, well, fuck me, I fucking misaligned the line. No, okay, fine. We'll say this is the edge of this building, and this is actually another building all the way down there, all the way. And this should be good because that way I filled up the space. Let's see. There you go, something like that. But yeah, we're almost done with this drawing. And I think I'm much more happy than anybody else. Is 46 minutes. Look at this. 40 fucking 6 minutes. I've just been drawing goddamn boxes, right? And I have no problem with this. But I am finding this boring purely because I'm done with the goddamn drawing, bro. In my mind, it's done, right? And I'm not doing anything special with it either, right? Like I haven't really done anything incredible. This type of monotony, I think I probably only don't enjoy this type of monotony right now purely because, and it's purely because I'm not being creative with the shapes that I'm using. Like, look, already this is a bit better, but now where the fuck did this medieval, where the medieval, this is a building come from? Up my ass, that's where, right? That is literally, I pulled it out. Doesn't smell like shit because I did wipe today, right? And that's actually an artist secret. Like when I say drawing is thinking, just know that it smells like shit, right? Because that's how hard it is. But anyways, see, like if I was doing stuff like this, immediately makes it more stimulating. So I just solved my own problem. It's like you're fucking bored, fucking draw something more interesting, you piece of shit. Right? But that hurts my fifis. Doesn't matter, bro. Sometimes your fifis have to be hurt. Sometimes your fifis have to be hurt. Right? You gotta everybody, everybody. That's all folks, but no, you gotta hear what you don't want to hear, which is you're only bitching because you're not good enough. Just get good, right? Just get good. Now, what are the ravings of this madman? What is this guy talking about? Just trying to entertain himself. Just trying to entertain himself while he draws because his chat isn't even talking to him, and it feels really lonely. But he gets it because he doesn't really have anything to say either. But he just can't stop talking because it's something he's been like ever since he was a kid. His teachers used to give him shit for talking all the time. Goddamn, goddamn. And now you're all relating much more to me. You know, you're welcome. This is what YouTubers do. This is called psychological manipulation, right? Oh, people hate it when he talks. Oh, he's just like me, for real, right? Okay, that's okay, buddy. I'll hate you too. Don't worry, right? Let's see. I'm trying to think what interesting design can we give this building, right? I'm thinking outline. Outline pretty interesting. Yes, we. But then what do you do after outline? Ah, fuck it. We make it go in. We make it go in and we make it go up. Hi. Hello, Troubleros. Thank you for the fucking pity. I appreciate it, brother. See, Troubleros a real one, bro. He'll be like, my favorite you bro, never mind. Oh fuck me, never mind, he left. Did you change your is this Troubleros with one S? What the fuck happened? What the fuck? This guy literally pulled up with the same username but with one less S? Is that a statement I should be aware of? Is this something kids do nowadays? They just single S it. It's like single strapping, right? For like for your backpack, but it's a single S. Is that a thing? Fuck me! Look how I keep misaligning this. There you go. Make this building a lot more. I wonder if I have vocal fry. That shit pisses me off because I just did. I think it's when somebody talks like this, and it's me, dog. Oh shit! The two troubledoshers, right? The two troubledoshers. Very nice. Let's see Paul Allen's troubledosh, right? Oh, it is this pen. See, this pen just likes to diddle my bum. But I knew it. I knew you were the one. I knew you couldn't stay away for long. I've been very ticklish. Right? This does look pretty interesting. Good? Perhaps not. But interesting, perhaps yes. Right? So let's see. And then the under right here. There you go. And then, oh shit, I gotta finish this off. Yeah. Fuck, I still have a couple buildings to fill in. I have this one, I have this one. Actually, no, that's it. Literally a couple. Wow, I was actually right. It's literally a couple. Wonderful. Anybody else here who's like, whoa, Viggy's drawing, bro. So exciting. He sounds so happy. Yo, how do you spatially reason? Ask me something. Oh shit. Huh, wow, I got my wishes. Mochi. Hello, Mochi. How's it going? 1638. Are you new to the channel? Old to the channels? Randomly saw that somebody's drawing something and you're like, wow, I wonder if I can do this too. And now you're like, wait, it was a mistake to talk to this person. He sounds very annoying and inconsiderate. And you have left. You've simply abandoned me. My mom always told me to never fucking talk, ever, like in my life. And I ignored her. Just what I get for ignoring her. I'm sorry, mother. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go give her a big hug after this. She'll probably slap me for even getting close to her, but at least I'll let her know that she was right. People don't like me, mommy. People don't. OMG, you're so talented. Are you fucking kidding me? OMG, you're so talented. I really appreciate it. But I want you to know I'm about to go on a long tangent about talent right now. I've been drawing for 1,200 hours. It's not talent. It is literally just, everybody say it with me, sheer cognitive effort. Wee. If you actually think I'm talented, literally click on my channel right now and just go to my playlist, year 1 to 2, and then year 3, and now year 4, and you'll be like, oh, this guy's just been fucking drawing just constantly, 5 days a week, an hour, focusing on his fundamentals, right? It's also, you motherfucker, how many accounts do you have, Troblodos? You got my goddamn hopes up. I'm gonna fucking kill you. Not even in Minecraft, bro. This time we'd be in GTA, you piece of shit. I got excited. I was like, holy shit, some nuance in my life, some novelty, anything. But no, it's the same pic. Is it? I can't fucking tell. They're all different pictures. How dare you say that? You're trying to gaslight me now too? Can we just? Oh, actually, like if you're gonna keep using different accounts, why don't you just stay there and give me the watch hours with those different accounts? Huh? Now that, my dear Trouble dos, Trouble trois, Trouble quatre, is that we can get it because there's so many fucking versions of you that we can agree on. That we can agree on. Right. I know you love you love fucking rage baiting me because you even somebody even commented on one of my videos being like, oh shit, from imagination is crazy. And you replied, bastard, being like, isn't he so talented? I literally did not humor that. I'm like, I know what he's doing. He's baiting me. But I had to complain about it to my girlfriend. I'm like, he's baiting me, and she's like, by responding, you're still being baited. I'm like, he's baiting me. And yeah, she lost all respect for me that day. But at least I knew I was right. Joke's on you. I was just pretending to be retarded. Let's see. Okay, so let's again just fucking little boxes on boxes, different types of boxes, boxes that aren't even accurate, right? Boxes that aren't even good. But that aren't even good. That aren't even good. You fucking Jesus. Cannot speak, I cannot think, and yet we continue. I'm really running out of thumbnails. If you guys have any ideas for funny little stupid thumbnail text that I can use, please, by all means, give them to me so I can take credit for them and then use them for my videos because I still have about like 10,000 fucking thumbnail texts left, right? Because it's when I die, the channel dies, right? So like I do have quite a few thumbnail texts that are left. I have no idea what to do. I have like 40 saved, right? In terms of like pending because I write them down when I think about something that I'm like, people will laugh at that. And by people, I mean me, because I'm the only one that matters, right? But if anybody has anything actually funny, please do tell. I will be the judge. If it doesn't even make me chuckle, you're fucking banned, right? Really, really channel your inner Viggy famming. Be like, this guy's a piece of shit. His sense of humor is pretty bad. Like, what would he like, right? Like, what? Who would he like? Would he like me? Would he like it if he gave me money? The answer is yes, absolutely yes, right? But let's see. Is this good? Is this done? No, fuck, I still have to do this. Building yonder. When in doubt, more rectangles and make them large rectangles so you don't even have to draw that much. Wait. Oh shit, I fucked up. It has to be like this. I don't know what the fuck this is anymore. Oh god. We There you go. Oh god, I saw this building. You, my friend, get a wrong rectangle. My inner Asian's coming out. A long rectangle. There you go. That's what happens when you have an Asian girlfriend. Every goddamn day is like a somebody. Wee. Surprisingly, she's not addicted to curry or masala yet, and I don't know why. But I'm going to sleep because I have to wake up early tomorrow. I hate bureaucracy. Amen, brother. Now that is a bar. I hate bureaucracy. That's my new thumbnail. I need to fucking write that down before I forget. Thank you, Travelers. Have a wonderful night. We're gonna stick it to the man. All right. And I'm also gonna continue the job hunt because I need money. Right. So I hate bureaucracy indeed. Unless it serves me, and then I love bureaucracy. But for the time being, I hate it. Wee. See all these wees. And yes, no, you fucking have a good night. I don't understand these letters. What the fuck? So that's lol, and what is this? No problem. What the fuck? I'm so confused. If I hover over these East Asian, because I don't want to appropriate, but these chink-like letters, right? Then, like for pixel art, it went from something in Chinese or some Mandarin. Chinese isn't a language. I should know that, but something in Mandarin, and it says "dick" to "lol." And then for troubles, it's no problem. But if you don't hover over it, it's some Asian letters and then "eg." Everybody's trying to trigger me, bro. First, you don't give me a good thumbnail until the very end, and then you start using your culture at me. Cocksuckers, I swear. What's next, huh? What's next? Suddenly people are gonna start saying that they have colored skin just like me. I'm the only one who's allowed to hate myself. How dare you? God damn it. Okay. It's either this or get a real job. Well, I barely have this, and I don't have a real job. So how about that? Huh? How about that? What the fuck you gonna do about that? That's right. Roasted. I win by being a neat. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Okay, yay, we're done. At least I'll draw in my travel sketchbook. Wonderful. Wonderful. Do that, as Iggy Azalea once said, right? Okay, is this done? Voice crack, is this done? What do you guys think? It's mid, but fuck my pen cap. It's my mid. There you go. I think I've christened it. I think it's done. Right? I didn't write anything in Mandarin. Then why the fuck does it say some random shit and then EG, and then if I hover over it, it says no problem? The CCP has hacked my account. I knew it. I knew they found me too valuable. Okay, I'm probably gonna get a knock on my door tomorrow, being like, "Please tell us how you spatially reason." Our entire country is desperate for this knowledge, and I'll just be like, "Drawing is thinking. Like and subscribe. Give me money. Fuck you for watching." But before I can even get the words "like" and out, I'll probably be bagged and sent off to a state of which I do not speak the language. Or as a wise man once said, I do not speak the language, right? But you said no problem. Yeah, I see that, but I see that when I hover over it. But if I don't hover over it, it's a bunch of fucking Asian letters and it says EG. You're confusing me. Anyways, I think this is done. What do you guys think? We're done? We're done. I can move on to the next drawing. Yay. It's done, right? Are we done? Have to start referring to chat as chat? That's only gonna happen once I get more people, right? Right now I can still name call you guys because this like I said intimate, only 3 of us, right? I can do that. Let's see. Ah, fuck. Oh god. Can I? We're done. What do you guys think? It's okay, right? I think scale is there. I think it looks. Let me try to look at it in the stream. Yeah, I know this part looks blurry as fuck in the stream. I don't know why. It's just the focus isn't there for some reason. Yeah, the focus just isn't there for some reason, but this is not actually blurry. Um, let's see. Yeah, I feel like if you look at it even in the stream, it looks ass, but it looks like my ass. Squishy, supple, and ready to move on, right? So I don't think it's done, but you can put it aside and start a new one if you're burnt out on this one. Papa shot? Papa shot with the fucking call out here. How dare you say it's not done? I'm the artist, I decide. Also, I've never seen this name before. How's it going, Papa Shot? How's it going? New sub, old sub, not a sub, randomly pulled up, bars. Seriously though, how's it going? How's it going? How's it going? I mean, like technically, yes, there's a lot of things I could do. I could finish the texture on the dragon. I could actually shade inside these buildings to give the lighting more depth. There's a lot of things I can do, but I am done with the piece. Like I'm personally, am done with drawing this, and I'm ready to move on, right? Because it's been like 8 hours of this, you know. But yeah, I'm actually before I move on, welcome Papa Shot. I don't know if you're a subscriber or not, but or somebody who Viggy fams, right? Because I think is that my thing? That is my thing, right? It's fucking running it into the ground. But yes, how do you like the channel? Right? How do you do? It looks great. Thank you. Thank you. I'm validated now. That's all I need. I am. This is why I shouldn't ask 5 questions, because I asked you like, are you new? Are you old? Are you this? Are you that? And you responded with I am. So I have no idea what the fuck you're saying. I am too. Uh, it's my fault. But I blame you for not being clear, but it's my fault. Right? But okay. Let's analyze what worked. Um I did do things that were interacting. I'm a subscriber. Hey! That's awesome. That's awesome. How'd you find the channel? Most people found me through Broken Draw somehow. I'm surprised they still found me through that. But uh, or sometimes just like the homepage, right? What drew you to the wonderful world of Viggy, right? What drew you to a channel that said, "Don't expect anything for 30 years," right? Well, what about that was so enticing, right? Because it is a long term delayed gratification. I don't know why I keep hashtagging. Whatever, it's a delayed gratification channel, but um, yeah, I'm actually just curious. I just like knowing why people actually, because I know what I know. I believe I know the value I offer, which is just somebody who focuses on the fundamentals and has a really funny personality, very quirky, right? Very enjoyable to listen to. This voice is grating to the ear, but um, like I have a few reasons in my mind why, which I know I'm doing, which I think people enjoy or like subscribe. But and I think part of that is just the fucking consistency of it, right? But I'm curious to hear from you, my friend, from you, my friend, right? If you have money, and that was a hint, but but okay, while you're typing, because you're clearly responding to me and you're not fucking off because you're like this guy's asking too many questions. So we will be patient, of course. Let's analyze what went well. The mech design was great. Ah, fuck. He responded. I don't remember. I think he just popped up on my homepage and I watched a video and I liked it. That's it. That's all it took. Jesus Christ. I should just switch to short form cringe content then. God damn it. Being likable is too hard. Just like me. Oh, I appreciate it though. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. So, just like I do to many channels, you're essentially an intermittent sub that's like, let's see, keep this guy on in the background, right? Because I'm basically a dead sub to like 90% of the people I subscribe to. Lol, 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 XD. But anyways, what worked well? Well, for the first time, I practiced things a hand-like shape, grabbing something, and that was very difficult to spatially reason and to get down. But it looks like it's grabbing something. I think composition is actually pretty decent, right? We got the city again. Considering I don't know composition at all, bless me, right? But I think composition's pretty decent. We got the cityscape underneath. It's very clear that this is a jet, and I tried to make it seem as if this jet is in the foreground, right? And then this other jet that this dragon creature thing is holding is like a really big scale to how big this fucking dragon is. I don't think I accomplished that very well, right? Probably could have added a couple other jets exactly like this here, 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 right, to make it much more of a large scale fight. But honestly, I think I got tired, or just kind of like it was always one of those things where like, oh, maybe I'll do that. But then I've just been so done with this piece that I'm like, oh, whatever. It's not a big deal, right? And let's see. Yeah, I think like scale. Okay, what the main thing I could say is scale went well. The design, like, because I was looking at Gundams for like 3 days straight, not intensively, but like a few minutes every day. And this definitely looks like a mech, right? This part right here with the wings, the helmet, a little bit of the shoulder pads look great. This arm looks fucking retarded, but because it doesn't really look like it has joints. This one's a little bit better, right? This is and that's about it for the mech. Like what worked. I like this little manga paneling thing I've done. Like this is the pilot, right? But I fucked up and I cut his face off because I didn't. I drew this panel first, and then the face was inside of it, right? So that didn't work. I'm just analyzing what's working, what's not, right? Um, for my first attempt at drawing bat-like wings or dragon wings, not bad. Pretty shit, but not bad considering a first attempt, right? Overall, like organic form in general, this is pretty meh. Like the way his feet are, I don't know, doesn't look that good. But I think overall, this was probably my most ambitious piece, if we're gonna call it a piece, right? Ambitious piece, i.e., just fucking around trying to make something happen. Smoke literally looks like a fucking turd. Like this literally looks like a shit. This is literally fucking poo poo. But overall, cool. I'll give it a solid 6.235 out of 500. Right? A decent attempt, yet ready to be burned to a cinder Thank you everybody for watching me on this journey. We move on to the next drawing now. This will probably be the thumbnail because I'm just gonna start something else now, right? Let's see, how long have we been drawing for? An hour? Okay, I'll just set something up for this next one, right? Okay, cool. All right, ta-da! Oh wait, shit. I should do this. Hold up. I always need to get my thumbnail looking proper, right? Haha! You thought it was the new piece of paper, but it was me, Vicky. JoJo reference. Anyways, I'll just do this. There you go. We'll do this. I'll actually draw something so it looks like. There you go. We'll do this. So it's like, oh look, the finished drawing, and his hand is in. Yeah, there you go. His hand is in the frame. Yay! But all that aside, thank you very much, Papa Shot, if you're still here, for subscribing. Right? I know a subscription isn't really an indication that somebody gives a fuck about you, but I still appreciate it. And the fact that you like my content in that one instance is very nice of you, right? Watch me become great with me. All that good shit, right? Come back in 5 years and you'll be like, oh yeah, what the fuck? I used to watch this guy. He's actually pretty decent now. But everybody, posture check and water break. Let's drink some water, right? Hydration. No. Thumbs up. There you go. A stoic, stern thumbs up, indicating sheer masculinity and nothing else. Right? Perhaps a magnum. Perhaps a magnum dong. But I hope you guys enjoyed the gulping, the gurgling noises. Right? I did. So here it is. I want to draw again simplicity. Right? Just sheer simplicity. And simplicity starts with you and me. You know? Because this is about us, baby. Wait, what's that song? This is just about you and me. Yes, that is exactly what I wanted it to be like. So horizon line, again, I guess I'll keep this simple. Right, horizon line, middle. No, horizon line, bottom. No, wait, horizon line top. Fuck, I don't know. Top, horizon line up yonder. Right? And I had the vaguest idea, much like the vagus nerve, which helps you sleep and relax, right? I have the vaguest idea, which is making me extremely stressed because I have to think, because that's how it works, right? But proportion and scale, i.e., the size of the things and the size of objects in relation to other objects, and where they get larger and smaller in relation with each other. And with that being said, as always, fuck you for watching. No, it's not an outro yet. We still have around half an hour, 40 minutes. Right. Okay, I don't know what to do. The blank page syndrome is real, right? Which is just, what the fuck do I do? But I guess we start by establishing. Yeah, we start by establishing, and I'm just gonna use the idea that I have in my head, right? Let's see. We start by establishing the perspective of the individual that I want to draw, and I have to think about it in terms of relations. So I want to draw a mannequin here. I'm going to use as simple as I can. It's going to be mannequins. It's going to be simple contours, not contours. That's not even a fucking word. It's going to be simple form 3D representations, and I'm also going to try to think about the contour, right? But now I'm actually thinking. This is actually like the only part of my fucking day where I've actually been thinking while drawing. Because today I haven't drawn at all, really. Like I wouldn't really consider what I did the first hour of the stream drawing. It was just me fucking monotonously filling in boxes and be like, yeah, whatever. I'm done with this piece, right? But let's see. But mannequins create stories, right? So I want to create a story with this mannequin. But I know I said simple, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to suddenly. Yeah, like I know I said simple, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to add detail. All the detail that I add will be simple, mind you, but this is all for me to practice scale. This is literally all I'm going to be doing, is just practicing scale. And it's going to be things in relation to other things, right? So that is what I mean. Like, it's going to be things and their sizes in relation to other things. And that's all I mean. Like that's literally all I mean in terms of scale, right? And the things themselves will be very simple to the best of my ability, right? And I will probably draw over things and draw under things. Like there's gonna be a lot of drawing through, right? Maybe not even meaning to, but there's gonna be a lot of drawing through, right? Let's see. And let's see, what else can we add? Because I'm starting to think about how to accessorize these fuckers now, right? See, I made a mistake here, so I need to think about how to fix it. But maybe there is no fixing it, and I'll just have to make some shit up like this. Right, like this guy's. There's like a mic here, right? But yeah, this is kind of what I'm trying to do, is think about scale and proportion of things in relation with each other, right? And I'm already making so many mistakes, and that is why I give up. I'm done drawing. It's over. No, but that's why like it's just got to keep trying, right? Just got to keep trying. And let's see, this is the face. And let's see, we'll even do another one over here somewhere, and we'll have it. And again, I have to be able to see through the form, right? This is basically like, let's just say some dude just for some reason has a very fancy microphone headset set up, right? Not that it looks like that, but try to make it look like that. Trying to use as simple forms as possible, trying to really zoom out and think ahead, which is very difficult right now, right? And I do apologize for the camera constantly getting blurry and shit. Like, I'll take a step back so you can look at what the fuck I'm drawing, right? But I just don't have like a fucking amazing setup or anything either, so this is just what it is. But I'm really trying to zoom out as well and just think, like, cause I like it's again right now I was just super zoned in on what I was drawing, but I need to constantly zoom out and be like, what is the perspective? What is happening? What is the scene? Right? Like these things do not exist and they never exist in isolation. They exist in the context. They exist in the context of everything around them. Right? So I did that. Now I'm actually going to be doing a little bit of drawing through, right? Or like drawing ahead, which is I'm going to draw glasses. Right, just the simplest version of glasses, which is lens like this. The lens R3D, right? There's a little three-dimensionality to it. And that's okay. Like drawing through, this is important for me to understand from a purely spatial reasoning perspective, right? But already now, this is like, oh, okay. This doesn't make any sense, right? Like this thing that I did right here doesn't make any sense, but that's okay. Because again, I'm constantly trying to zoom out, right? And now that I've established like this person's head, I have to think about the scale for the next person's head, right? And where that is. So let me do something like, and again, super simple to the best of my ability. And this is actually going to use recall because I'm going to try to recall, right, what grocery store areas actually look like. you know, like what do they actually look like? Right? Like what the fuck is actually happening? And I think I'll do something like this because I do want this to be have a wide angle as well. So we'll just make this line, right? And then we'll do this as well. I know I said simple, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to add details, right? I want to be very clear, like simple form, but still want to think about some little details here and there, right? To the best of my ability. And that is very important as well. And whether that makes sense or not, it's okay, right? Um, let's see, we could do something like Okay, so now I need to add the other person, right? I need to add the other person. So I need to think about scale. Let's make this a woman, and she'll be a lot smaller, right? But she's still gonna be, let's see. And I'm just trying to think out loud. I'm just trying to think out loud. I'm trying to be very explicit as to what I'm thinking about. So you know that this is not something that's just happening. This is something that's very difficult to even bring to fruition in terms of an idea, let alone applicability, right? Like there's no there's no magic. There's literally no magic. It's all just thinking, which is the opposite of magic. It's intent, right? Complete opposite of magic. It's intent. So let's see. And I want to obviously get some gesture in. Right now, you might be wondering, how does Vicky know how to draw a mannequin if he's just been doing something like this for well, fuck, not this, the other one. God damn it! If he's been doing something like this for 100 hours, how is that possible? Spatial reasoning form, it's all applicable. This, I'm not even gonna give the spiel. It's fucking applicable. All right. If you have half a brain cell, and if you're a Vicky farmer, you must have at least three halves of a brain cell, right? Which is very impressive. So that is how you understand, right? Like that's it. That's it. There's your answer. But let's see. We'll make it drastic or not drastic, but we'll start making it drastic if this pen would cooperate with me, bruh. Right? Start converging it. 3 point perspective. 3 point. 3 point perspective. But anyways, we need to bring this girl and let's see. Let's say this is got this. Let's just say this is the 6 feet, right? Everybody loves that number. 180 centimeters. We all drool over this, right? So this man is fuck. My pen hit the goddamn bottom of this. But this guy's 6 feet, so we'll just make her like we'll make her my height. Make her 5'7". King of manlets. Used to be king of manlets. Now we're just fucking manlets. But either way, um, let's see. I'm going to okay, because like I have to think about how she's positioned. It's very difficult to even reason how she's positioned here, but I think she should be a bit closer, like so. And then okay, like I'm not that much of a midget compared to a 6 foot guy. I'm probably around here. Jesus. But let's see. Yeah, okay, that seems about right. Even that seems like a bit too small, but whatever. This is how we learn, right? So I need to visualize the entire mannequin in proportion and accurate to what this is, right? And should we have her like looking? Yeah, we should have her looking down, right? We should have her looking down so she's counting. And we'll make it like a bit of a like a stupid angle. It's not gonna look that good, but I'm gonna purposefully make it a bit of a weird angle because I want her to be like, do I really understand math? Can I really count this fucking register? The answer is no, clearly not, idiot, right? But and we'll give her like huge soda can glasses like this, and this is also a great way for me to practice foreshortening. Look at that. Look at that. Not so bad am I now? Oh, not so bad. Fuck, maybe she's a grandma. Really should not be. Maybe actually, maybe we can make this someone who's much older, right? Maybe we can make this someone who's much older. What the fuck kind of hats do grandmas wear? I want to give her a hat, right? What kind of hat do grandmas wear? Uh, let's do something like this, right? It would be let's see, something like this. Old lady, there you go. That doesn't really look like a hat, does it? This is, but well, grandma, that's what you get for being old. You fucking your fashion sense is garbage. All right, this ain't the 40s anymore. Old lady, your time has passed. Wee. It doesn't really make any sense because like her head should be, they should have been covering her head, but it's kind of there's just like a gap here. Here, we'll just give her hair. There you go. It's already going to shit. It's already going to shit. But let's see. And we'll have her be trying to count, right? We'll have her be trying to count. And I'm thinking about the gesture for this guy. Like, they're just gonna be S's. Like, this guy's like, and she's like, Well, no, that's like fucking scoliosis, Jesus Christ. It needs to be a bit more subtle than that. But obviously, I likely am going to be exaggerating the gesture a little bit because I want to get out of my comfort zone. It's as simple as that. I want to get out of my comfort zone, right? And the only way to do that is to just make up random bullshit, evidently. There you go. Probably could have done without the cross axes, but that's for my understanding and my perspective more than anything, right? So here we can have little posters or whatever, right? To be like, look, this is a convenience store. And they do have random bullshit that they sell that nobody really wants. But they sell it. Oh boy, do they sell it. They sell it to the best of their ability. And just random boxes to be like, look, this is, I don't fucking know, bro. There you go. Completely unrelated, of course. It has nothing to do with the scene that I'm building. But let's see. Okay, we'll do something like this. This is the cash register, right? Again, I'm trying to be as simple as I can, like genuinely as simple as I can, right? So let me get rid of my left hand. It feels like that's fucking with the camera a little bit. Oh, okay. Okay. Fuck. Move the page. But see, what I've done is probably a mistake, but I can fix it because I haven't done anything else yet. Which is her like this probably shouldn't have been even drawn out yet because I have to think about what position she's in, right? And if she's tilting her head this way, then we have to think about her torso as well. But now comes the problem solving that's really difficult for me because I don't draw mannequins, right? And I don't draw things in space, and that's what I'm trying to do right now. Bless me. So what I need to do is first think like how is her head like how's her torso shaped? Because this thing is cutting straight across, right? So if like a human being, something like this, maybe not, right? Could have probably been more foreshortened than that. Let's get this guy's torso in as well, right? Because obviously he's bending a little bit, but the torso it goes. This is the torso. This is the connection. This is the pelvis, right? It's like this. So obviously, and I say obviously as like I don't know what the fuck I'm saying, but I would say that it makes sense. And yeah, you want them to like kind of face each other. I want to try being a little bit more organic, right? Think about like how do people actually face each other? How does any of that work, right? So it looks okay. It feels like the camera doesn't pick up half this shit. Definitely looks a bit pixelated or whatever. But again, it's not the quality of the camera; it's the quality of the artist, right? You can never blame anybody but yourself. Let's see. Like she's trying to open this, so we can also have. What else do we have on? Like I'm avoiding responsibilities right now because I'm avoiding the fact that I have to draw some shit here, but we can't avoid that. So let's just get to it, right? Let's draw the and what is the fucking shoulder girdle again? I think Antonio from Artwad again. I think Artwad mannequin is it's a semi-sphere. It's literally a quarter sphere, I believe. Right? So it's something like in this angle, it would be something like this. Yeah. And then we have her arm. And again, I'm trying to think about the perspective, the overall scene that I'm building. It's really hard to zoom out, right? It's really hard to zoom out. But I'm thinking let's see, and then again, I think this is a half a sphere, right? Like it's still good to try to think ahead. Let's see, and we got something like let's see, okay, so that line is way too straight. That already makes it look way more rigid than it needs to be, right? And let's see. And we'll make this come out, and let's just say her hand's trying to like grab some change. I gotta go now. Blue Mars. Oh, no worries, no worries. The fact that you're still here this entire time, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Get some rest. Awesome that you finished your exams. Enjoy all the sleep and the resting that you 100% deserve. You know, have a good one. Have a good one. Right. Let's see. That's perspectives like that. This only thing that's happening. This is like 100% 2 point perspective. Probably should have thought a bit more before I made this, right? But let's see, what else? What else? What else? What else? Want her hand to be grabbing some change, but hmm, how will this look? Because like I feel as if I made her arm too close to this, and this is like, see, this all like little skills nobody thinks about. Just like, okay, how are things placed? How are they in relation to each other? But this is great. This is what I want. I just want to keep practicing mannequins in simple situations. This is probably what I'm going to do for the rest of the year. I genuinely think I've just been avoiding this responsibility, and it's time to not, right? Just to not do that. But the only way this can make sense is if, because what I wanted is for like the thing, because the cash register juts out, right? So that's what I wanted. But it's clear, like, to me that I'm making her kind of arm go this way. So I'm trying to think right now, like, is there any way we can fix this? Maybe she dropped the change. Maybe I can problem solve this by having her having dropped the change. Right? And she's like frantically trying to get it. And then we can have this other arm be foreshortened. And maybe that's too foreshortened actually. But either way, yeah, maybe she's like, oh no, I dropped the change. This guy's like, bro, just give me my food. Come on. There's no gesture here. Like I know it's very rigid. Like I know it's very rigid, right? I'm 100% aware that it's very rigid. But right now, like just even thinking about these mannequins and how they exist in space is already a huge, huge struggle. So, and it's good. Like I'm glad I'm making these mistakes. I'm very, very, very happy. Right? It's honestly all it's doing is really forcing me to think. Right? Which is what I want. Is just to be forced to think. Right? So let's see. Okay, so how can we make it so like she dropped it, right? There's no gesture, so I can't really. How do I problem solve gesture, right? Like how am I gonna problem solve gesture that that I didn't create in the first place, right? Like how am I gonna do that? I think I can have this guy's arms at least crossed a little bit. I think I'm just trying to think. I can have his arms crossed. He's like just looking at her like, really, lady, are you really this fucking retarded? And she's like, oh, sorry, Sonny, ha 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 ha. Right? So let's see. I'm gonna do the method that Artwad talks about, which is just like the little bean method. They're just like, yeah, it's that will give you the animation that you're looking for, right? With the hand. We'll just say the arms are like little beanies right now, right? So that way we can be like, oh no, mamma mia. Why'd I do that? Why'd I do that? It's just, right? But and we can oh, I think I can make it so it's like she really fucked up. So we can make it like this. And again, I'm trying to be simple, right? I'm trying to, but let's like I'm trying to use as simple shapes as possible. Like convey the most information with the least amount of lines. That's something that you hear a lot of advanced artists say, right? It's like I want to convey the most amount of information with the least amount of lines, right? And I agree. Like I do think that is something that we all can 100% aim for, but the way I've done it is like I can only convey that information once I know what I'm trying to omit, right? It's like you can only convey something if you know what the entirety of it roughly looks like, right? So right now, I'm just trying to convey that this thing is broken, right? Like she broke it. Like she literally could not. I don't know why I always make every single character incompetent. Like it seems to be a thing that I do, right? And I'm trying to zoom out. By the way, I'm really trying to zoom out and still think about the overall perspective, right? Maybe it doesn't seem like it, but yeah, I don't know why I always end up making every single character incompetent. But next time, don't be incompetent, then dumbass. The fuck, right? Like it's very simple. Do you want to be dumbass? No, stop being dumbass. Very easy. Again, just trying to keep simple boxes, right? I don't think a cash register actually looks like this, but it's a thing that's attached to another thing, and we'll call it a day, right? And still trying to zoom out, still trying to think about everything. Uh, I think this is off center, right? But it's okay because I'm okay, and my mental melt. What the fuck? My mental health matters. Oh shit! See, I fucked up. So I gotta do something else now. I gotta do because I close this off. See, I make a lot of mistakes. It's all about thinking ahead, right? When you're not thinking, in this case, thinking ahead, you will make dozens of mistakes, like I just did. But I forgot to add like the little numbers or the little buttons, right? Just trying to keep it as simple as possible. This is the type of shit that Kim Jong Il broken draw. He'll probably get annoyed that I'm putting his name next to Kim Jong Il, but fuck you, deal with it, bro. But this is the type of shit that they do. Right? This is the type of shit anybody who practices scene drawing does, where it's like it's all mannequins. It's all mannequins and easy, simple forms. Sorry, not easy, simple forms, because it's not easy. It is simply simple, right? It's never easy, but it's just simple. And I'm probably just going to close this off, right? This is not easy. This is not easy at all, by the way. I'm like struggling a fucking lot, right? Like like okay, what am I struggling with? I'm struggling with thinking about the overall form, like the overall perspective, not the form, right? I've consistently been losing the fact that the perspective, the horizon lines up here. I'm consistently trying to keeping in mind that like I'm trying to create a wide angle shot, right? There's a lot of things I'm losing consistently. I'm also like super zoned in on drawing these lines, and I need to constantly be thinking ahead about what I want to do next. Right. So I'm struggling a lot. I'm definitely struggling a lot. On top of that, my line work is pretty subpar. Right. And the fact of the matter is, I don't know if I should even be doing this little detailing here. This isn't even detailing. This is just me filling it in. But should I be doing that? I'm trying to keep things simple. Right. And yet I'm already starting to add little details. That's fucking dumb. Right. So there's quite a few things that I'm doing that I myself am aware that I should not be doing or should not be doing. I don't know why I said it like that. Should not be approving of. But at the same time, I'm trying to will myself to keep it simple, and I think I'm doing an okay job. Like I think I'm doing an okay job, right, at keeping it simple, right? But my lines are going to shit. Finally, this pen is giving me the quality that it deserves, which is the lack of quality, i.e., it's absorbing the ink is being absorbed properly, therefore it's reflecting how shit my lines are, right? So it's okay. It's not bad. I do think this looks funny, but again, I didn't think properly about where this ends off. This arm would actually be further away. It'd be further away, and it would definitely not be as foreshortened as I foreshortened it, right? Like in no fucking universe would it be as foreshortened, you know? So that's that, and then now we just got to foreshorten this, and we'll just let's see. How do we want it? Do we want it coming towards us? Uh, Let me make a coin. It's like here, and then we'll make this coin slightly smaller, right? These ones will be also. I want to obviously think about perspective. I feel as if this gives pretty good scale in and of itself. right? This is like a little cash, a little bit of gesture to the cash, right? A little bit of gesture to the cash. Uh, what else? Okay, wait, let me actually. I don't want to close this off yet, but we do got quite a bit of fucking change. I don't know, my voice does sound like that. Anytime I talk, man, we got quite a bit of change. We do have quite a bit of change. Yes, we have quite a bit of change, right? And let's see, let's see. Okay, I'm just trying to think like how I can like. It's so hard to even think about how I can make this shit look dynamic in terms of There you go. Like, oh, look, it broke, I guess. That showcases that it broke, right? But it's hard to make it look dynamic in terms of like, look, shit's falling out everywhere. And this is dumbass's fault. You may be old, but that ain't no excuse, Grandma. All right, you got a goddamn hand and feet. You can use them. Clearly, you can't, but you could have used them if you had a fucking brain, which you clearly also don't. So I guess the point is no. She's just a moron. She's just idiot. And now I have to think how this. We'll make it simple again. Simplicity is the key. So we're just gonna say, look, this is where it cuts off. Right? Same thing here. And there you go. That's how it fell. Right. Again, I have a lot of trouble with keeping things not cluttered. Like even now, I'm probably doing that. But I do want to add some dynamic angles, right? Like this. There you go. It's like, oh yeah, it's coming towards us. Some shit like that. I don't fucking know. You think I know? I don't fucking know. But this is also supposed to be relatively the same length as that, right? So that's why I foreshortened it here, right? But let's see. Okay. Um, does that look like she dropped it? Hopefully. Let's go. This guy's just like staring at her, like, really, really, woman, really, you really fucked it up to this extent, right? And Jay's like, give me a break, Sonny. I mean, maybe this is the change. Fuck. Maybe let's have some change in her hand here, like, right? And let's give her a crumpled piece of cash, right? So like she had it, right? But she just this isn't her trying to open it. This is her trying to close it. Somehow she broke it trying to close it. There you go. Retardus Maximus Granicus. This is no Chaticus. This is Granicus. Okay. There you go. This looks like something. And this is a screen, right? Screen that says, hey, look, you have calculations. Ta-da. There you go. This is starting to look something like more like something every time I continue drawing. Why is the quality so bad? Is that just me? Is that just my camera? That might just be my camera. iPhone 15 Pro Max is washed. Let me try to shift it around. Maybe that refocuses it a bit better. Maybe? Wow, that actually made a difference. What the fuck? Okay, well, how long has it been? Oh, okay. It's been an hour or some shit. I'll leave it at this. I think this is actually pretty good. I've established a bit of scale, right? We I obviously need to think about how the fuck I'm gonna make our torso and everything align. Probably shouldn't have finished this little platform as fast as I did. But dude, like this just goes to show how difficult it is to draw from imagination, even with simple forms. Because think about it, like I'm trying to keep things as simple as possible, and it's taken me 40 minutes, right? 40 minutes to do this, and think about how like I just that's why I find Tieran's skill so impressive. Broken draw, like dude, the fact that he just does this. Obviously, he's been practicing a fucking lot, but it's just again, I'm very enamored, very impressed by like the fact that he can do this and just create scale, right? Not just I know there's a lot of thinking going into it. I know there's a lot of thousands of hours of effort that went to it preceding it and practicing things like this constantly. But I just find it very incredible how we can create scenes, right? People create scenes like these, so yeah, super super cool. Let's see. Right. I think basically, actually that should definitely connect. But let's see, and then this should connect as well. There you go. That's what was missing. And same thing here. There you go. Now that looks a lot more like it's three-dimensional, right? Sometimes you're literally just missing a few lines, and it's like boom. Oh, okay. You actually it looks legit, right? But just trying to think. Yeah, I think that looks okay. I think obviously that is not right. I just see that now. That dynamic line should have been more outward, like so. Right? That actually kind of makes up for it a little bit. But yeah, cool. I don't think anybody else is here anymore. But if you are, hope you enjoyed. Right? Hope you had a lot of fun drawing along or whatever the fuck you do. Right? And I think this was great. I'm actually very excited for these imagination drawings now because simplicity really is the key. And this is exactly what I needed. Like these are all just simple, simple forms. It takes time. Again, it took me 40 minutes to come up with this because it's still a fucking difficult, but it's still very, very cognitively intensive to figure out. But let me just there you go. And yeah, there. Okay. But very, very fun. Very, very fun. I'm actually very excited to see where I take this scene. And I feel as if I can like really focus on just giving things the space that they deserve, hopefully, right? Because the people, again, mannequins, people is what makes stories, right? So the more I can do this, the more I just focus on just mannequinizing everything to the best of my ability, the more I can yeah, the more I can fuck, I'm so tired, bro. I can't even think. And I hit the camera, wonderful. The more I can mannequinize everything, the more the simplicity will be embedded in my mind as the precursor to the complexity that I will draw over it. I.e., you mannequinize, you simplify, such that it gets embedded in your subconscious as the baseline. So when you draw complexity, you're not drawing complexity, you're drawing complexity over simplicity, right? And the complexity is just an illusion. It's just like, oh, I'm just drawing fancy things over the simple things, right? But that comes with thousands and thousands, thousands of hours of practice. There's the catch, right? You actually just have to do it for fucking years on end, right? Who would have thought? But anyways, I'm done. I'm fucking all that talking and I'm done. Good session, short session, right? Drawing all that stuff. And with that being said, very, very fun. With that being said, as always, fuck you for watching. Keep fuck me, I gotta hit my goddamn pinky. Fuck you for watching. Keep drawing and fuck, what is it? Please, please give me money. Yeah, please give me money. Goodbye.